And how goes it, good people? I do appreciate you coming back and checking in on the Spaceman. As you can see, I just docked to a station to offload my product, collected some cash, but now my ship is in need of some much needed repairs, which means I'll be down for a little bit. So how about some r/TIFU? Oh yeah, let's get into it. And I'd like to start off this TIFU by saying, today yes I, your favorite commander, done f***ed up by deleting this entire recording one time already. So technically this was yesterday. After a long ass day of flying through space, decided to get some story time done by reading some r/TIFU. The stories that you're going to hear about today, after yours truly spills the beans, were already once recorded and will be re-recorded right after I get done telling you what happened. So yours truly, after about an hour and a half, finally wraps up my voiceover for the day. Having multiple windows open, I go to close a window that I thought was something else, but no, it was my voice recording window. And as I click X, the software was actually nice enough to ask me if I wanted to save it before I closed it. And dumb spaceman brain over here, clearly reading yes or no, decides to click on no. And poof, just like that, my entire hour and a half recording slips into the void, gone forever. So here I am again for round 2. So buckle up and pray this time that your favorite spaceman does not do this again. Okay, so first story up, coming from u/Radrax. Today I f***ed up by cleaning my husband's girlfriend stain off our couch.
Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Yes, I'll say it again. Today I f***ed up by cleaning my husband's girlfriend's stain off the couch. I said it before and I'll say it again. This should be good. Obligatory, this happened a few months ago. Hopefully this doesn't violate the vulgarity rule. Some background. My husband and I are polyamorous. We date other people consensually. This is not a story about cheating spouses. Well, hey, if it works, it works. Spaceman here, don't judge. Typically, if one of us has a date over, it will be on a night that the other spouse has plans and is out of the house.
For privacy.
We also have a rule that we do not engage in sexual acts with other people in our bed.
For sanitary reasons.
So, as I mentioned, this happened a few months ago. I was out and my husband had a
friend
over. They watched a movie, hooked up, and ordered some food. After their date, I come home and he tells me how it went. While recounting the evening, he mentions to me that they got freaky on the couch in the living room.
Not unheard of. The couch is really easy to clean.
And that ended in anal sex. Anal isn't really my thing, so I was happy that they could enjoy that together. I work from home. My husband does not. Because of my neurodivergent brain, I have a hard time staying or working in one place. So I tend to move around the house a lot. In the kitchen, in the office, in our bed, in the living room. At some point, I plop down on the couch and notice a brown smear. I freeze. Is that what I think it is? I am horrified, disgusted. Not knowing what to do, I get some cleaning supplies and quickly clean it up. It comes off easily, no smell. I wash my hands and continue about my day. Here's where I fuck up. My husband comes home and I am too mortified to tell him what I saw/cleaned up. I just can't form the words to tell him, so I keep it to myself. For several days. I'm not sure how many. I am simply too shocked and embarrassed to bring it up to him. Finally, I decided it's time to breach the subject because, after days of deliberation, I decide that I can't have shit stains on my couch again in the future. This will not stand. I bring it up to him as gently as I can, telling him that I found a stain of questionable origin on the couch and cleaned it up for him. I ask, in the future, when he's getting busy with a date, to please be more aware of his surroundings and considerate to me.
What?
For a moment, his face is pure horror,
What are you talking about?
and then he bursts into laughter. He's laughing so hard, he could barely tell me that it wasn't shit I cleaned off the couch. After their romp, they ordered ice cream to be delivered, and it was covered in some peanut butter/fudge sauce. Obviously, I didn't dare smell the substance on the couch, but if I had, I would have known it was peanut butter that I had cleaned, not his girlfriend's fecal matter. And then he asked me why I had to keep it to myself for days instead of addressing it with him immediately. Well, to be honest, had it not been peanut butter / fudge, it would have been a pretty shitty subject to bring up. We still laugh about it often. The moral of the story is to always have clear communication with your partners. TLDR. Husband and I are poly. He and his GF had anal sex on the couch. I find the brown stain and clean it up, but I'm too embarrassed to confront him about it. Turns out the stain was peanut butter, not feces. Edit. Wow. Rip my inbox, lol. To the person that enjoyed this story enough to give me gold, thank you. You're awesome. To all the hateful and judgy people in these comments, I'm disappointed in you, but not surprised. Just because you couldn't do it doesn't mean it's inherently flawed. My husband and I have a really awesome and loving relationship. And no, we're not getting divorced, lol. Y'all don't even know us. And it's really obvious that you never get laid. So judgy and jealous.
Sad.
Oh well, Rad Racks. No judgment coming from way out here in the Milky Way. But thank you very much for the story. I did enjoy it. And moving on to the next. Coming from you/Jimbo4358. Today I fucked up by getting my pregnant wife an icy. To start, Speedway Lady. If you're reading this, I am so sorry and didn't mean to ruin your night because you seemed like you were not having a great time and I made it like 5 times worse.
So,
It all started out when my very pregnant wife wanted an icy from Speedway because no one else in town has icies other than Auntie Anne's and they're closed this late. Go in. Speedway Lady.
How's your night, ETC?
Me.
it's going all right. How about you?
Speedway Lady.
Oh, you know, living the dream.
Me.
Same. Sounds about right for me.
And I give out a small chuckle.
Trying to be polite because I understand the pain.
Here's where the fuck up happens. I go to grab an XL icy for the wife, and I fucking filled this MF to the very tippy top, like you do. What I didn't think of is to put a lid on it first. So I go to put the lid on, and fucking icy drips and spills all over the counter and floor. Speedway Lady sees this and is absolutely pissed, and passive aggressively says,
I gotta clean that up.
Me.
Sorry. Do you guys have napkins?
Sorry.
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 Speedway Lady sighs and goes about her day. I go to pour out the excess of the icy so the mistake doesn't continue on. So when I put on the lid and it will actually shut, you'd think it'll be over, right? But oh no, it compounds. Because now, Speedway Lady sees this and says,
That's just a drip tray. I have to clean that out now too.
At this point, I'm done. I shamefully slap on the lid in defeat after awkwardly cleaning up all the icy that spilled on the floor and counter. I won't talk about how I awkwardly tried to scoop out what I dumped in the drip tray, because my clump of napkins that I'm sure she now has to replace did not cut it. I go to check out, and she looks me dead in the eyes and says,
You didn't even fill it up again all the way.
I have never felt so terrible just trying to get an icy before in my life. Well damn, Jimbo4358. When it rains it pours, huh? And in your case, icy. It doesn't end here sadly, because my story continues when I go to get her Dairy Queen. But that will be a story for another day, I think. I've shamed myself enough. TLDR. Went to get Prego wife and icy and ruined the Speedway employee's night more than it was already ruined. Well, gosh dang it all to heck, Jimbo4358. I hope your wifey really appreciates all the stuff you went through to get that icy. But thank you for the story nonetheless. And on that note, this is where I wrap it up. And yes, I will save it this time. Thank you once again for joining me, even though you weren't around for the first one. But I thank you nonetheless. If you enjoyed it, hit that damn subscribe button, please. And a like wouldn't be bad as well. But anyway, I'm moving on, and I shall see you soon. CB signing off. 07 salute.